So, what do we do when our clients, or particularly our child clients, but sometimes it's their parents and caregivers, ask us really personal questions? So, for example, you might get asked something like, "Are you vaccinated?" Or, "What are your political views?" Or, "Do you have any kids?" Or, really could be anything. And sometimes these moments feel really tricky to navigate. Do we share? Do we not share? Feels personal. What are the implications? And so I just want to offer a little bit of advice of maybe what to do to support you when you find yourself in this type of a situation. And what I want you to orient to is to, rather than looking at the question as, well, this is the question that's being asked, I actually want you to get curious about why is this person asking the question? Because fundamentally, that's the most important part. It's not the question itself, it's the why is it being asked? Why does this parent or child want to know if you're vaccinated? Why do they want to know your political views? Why do they want to know if you have kids? Why do they want to know if you are in partnership? Like, why? Because we sometimes jump to the conclusion that what they want the answer to is the question they've asked. But my experience is that's actually not it. Usually it's a fear or there's a concern that is driving some of these questions, or a curiosity, more like, would you understand my experience? Or can you understand my experience in some way? And what I find is that if we can then get curious back, oh, you're curious about that about me. I'm curious, what is it about that you're curious about? Help me understand your concerns. If you have any concerns, help me understand. And we can, if we can really begin to answer the question under the question, might be a way of thinking about it. That is what's going to build the relationship and is what's going to help with the connection in those really awkward moments. So maybe as you're navigating those, you can just hold that in there, that oftentimes it's not a direct answer to the question they're looking for. I mean, maybe it is, but it's often attached to something else. And our job is to discover what's the other thing, right? What's the thing that's driving and prompting the question? And if we can really acknowledge, hold, speak to that, that's where we're going to be able to maintain connection, even if our answer is different than what they are hoping our answer will be, because we're connected in what it is that was driving them in the first place. So hopefully that little tip is helpful. Remember the question under the question, and take a deep breath when these moments come up, because they are uncomfortable and they do feel personal, and it does feel like we're walking a very thin line sometimes.